I was in my head trying to think if we had ever acted or worked on stuff together, and we have, and I totally forgot about it. Do you know what they are? There's two things that we've worked on.
The Ugly Duckling in first grade.
Oh my God, that's true. I forgot about that. The play.
Yeah,
that's not even
was the Ugly Duckling, and so that every student could have a solo.
Yeah.
Everybody got to come up to me and sing to me, "Why are you so ugly, 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 ugly? Why are you so ugly? Why don't you look us?" Okay, so that's not one of them. All right,
but that's hilarious. Which, by the way, I was thinking about this yesterday driving.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I used to say Jana Banana with the meatball eyes, put you in the oven and make French fries, and you get pissed off about it? Was that you?
I don't remember, but I can see why that would be upsetting.
As I was driving here today, that popped in my head. I was like, did I used to say that to Jana? And I think you got pissed about it. Which I don't know where that comes from. I think I didn't make it up. It's like a rhyme little kids say to each other. But what the hell does that mean?
I don't know, because that's like my
Jana Banana with the meatball eyes, put her in the oven, and she makes French fries.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Maybe that's why I got upset about it.
I think because you thought I was saying you had meatball eyes.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, it's like it's a nursery rhyme thing that kids say. But you just made me think of it with the ugly duckling thing. That's hilarious. I forgot all about that.
Now I'm going to think about meatball eyes all night. Thanks a lot.
But
okay, so that wasn't it?
Yeah, no, we did two projects.
Seth's movie?
Well,
were you in Seth's movie? Because I was.
Well, no, but I was kind of, because Seth helped on my movie too. So that's kind of what it is. That's one of them. The Cold one, remember, with Matt Hurley, where you were like the Russian.
Yeah, I won Best Actress.
I'll put a link to that too. I've got that out there somewhere.
I didn't even speak, so that tells you how powerful my acting
is.
It's
because we were so last minute and lazy that we didn't have any sound. The whole movie doesn't have sound.
I thought it was because my emoting was so powerful.
That too. This was an abandoned little room. I had an apartment downtown, and we had an abandoned room next door. I don't know what that room ever was. It was like an empty concrete room.
But it had like a bar in it.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I think probably there was a bar on the first floor of that building.
So maybe some weird sex club back in the 20s.
Well, there's an elevator that went up and down, and the owner, who I'll leave his name out obviously, but we'd always come. He was my landlord, and I'd come home actually, and he would be sitting in my living room smoking cigarettes. That was the type of landlord he was, like just let himself in.
I don't know if that's a kind of landlord. Like that's not like a type of landlord. He would have
his legs crossed like this, and he'd be sitting in the dark in this little chair. John Gillis and I lived there, and we'd walk in, and he'd just be smoking a cigarette in the living room. We'd go, "Hey boys."
It wasn't a common area. It was just your apartment.
No, it was our apartment. But we were fine with it, and he was a nice guy. But he would just sit there and tell us stories. And one of his stories was
lonely.
Probably, yeah. But one of his stories was that he used to move bricks of cocaine. Nice. So he owned the bar down on the first floor of this building, and he would bring it up and down the elevator. Had this whole thing. So now I'm realizing that's probably what that room. Sex club? Like, I don't know if it was a sex club, but that room definitely was like used for nefarious, strange things. So we converted it to make it look like a Russian bar, and it worked perfectly.
It was great. It was really
funny. And Jana was great in it. I'll put a link to that one.
I watched that not too long ago for some reason. It came up, somebody had posted it, and it was pretty fun.
Well, it might have been me actually, because I've got boxes of old tapes that I'm probably being crazy about this, but I've heard that tapes and CDs eventually do go bad. I'm sure it's 50 years or something, but in my head I'm like even old VHS ones, I'm like, it's gonna go bad unless I save it. So I've been going through shoeboxes of old stuff and slowly uploading them to this weird YouTube channel that I have that nobody knows about, but so that way they're out there in the ether somewhere, so you might have seen it that way. But and our mutual friend Matt Hurley's in that, and he's great. But yeah, there's no sound in it because we were just so lazy. I think was it Josh Gass, I think, that was doing the 24-hour film festival, right? And talked all of us into doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't think enough people had signed up, and so last minute he was like, "What the hell are you guys?" And we were like, "Fine, we'll do it."
That
like
was
12
the one
hours out.
Where my cousin almost got arrested doing that.
Doing what?
That festival.
Got arrested though.
They did this. They did a short. We beat him. Suck it. But he had asked my grandmother if he could use the dental office to record.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. And the alarms go.
It was like a heisty thing, and so there was a bunch of like guys dressed in black filming breaking into my grandparents' dental office, or my uncle's dental office, but which is attached to my grandparents' house.
Yeah.
So my grandmother lived there alone, and she had this really nice couple that lived next door and would like kind of keep an eye on her, and so they look out the window and see a bunch of people dressed in black breaking into the dental office, so they called the cops and they actually had the camera rolling, so it's in the film
of the cops coming,
and they come in and they bust them in and they're down on the ground, and then so my cousin's like, "No, my grandmother said I could do this," so he's like, they bring him upstairs and my grandmother's like, "Don't hurt my grandson, I said he could do it." So yeah, that was
That's awesome.
that was the same competition.
Yeah, because people in like the cost must have been so confused because it's Bangor, Maine. It's not like anybody's used to filming.
Like, yes!
Yeah, they were ready to kill some people.
SWAT!
We're shooting somebody in the leg at least once. No, that was a great time. We did not win, I have to say.
We didn't win?
Nope. It was Ian Bagley and Skylar's movie won. And granted, I'll give it to him. I was mad at the time because my ex-girlfriend started dating Ian Bagley. So I was quite upset that they won first place.
It was good,
but
though. It was
rightfully so, theirs was better. I mean, they had sound. We didn't have sound. They had good sound. It was shot well.
Yeah. Like I guess I was just saying I won because I won by Best Actress.
Yes. Well, you were in 2 or 3 of the, or just 2, mine and...
I think I was just in 1.
So we won Best Actress for ours?
Yeah. I mean, I won it.
Oh, you
for
won.
Me.
Okay. Obviously, it wasn't that important to me. I don't even remember. I was probably pissed that we lost overall. But yeah.
Wait, so there was another project we worked on?
Oh, yes, yeah, okay. Also with the gases. So Mushing Mill. You were in Mushing Mill, right?
Yeah, Seth's movie.
Yeah, so when you were saying Seth's movie, you were talking about that.
It was Seth and Josh and John. Yeah,
okay. So when you were saying Seth's movie, I thought because he also collaborated on Bagley's. That's why I was confused.
Yes, I was in a scene with Ian in Bagley.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't acting in that. I was doing second assistant camera.
Okay, yeah.
But that was honestly probably what kind of spawned me to have the initiative to go out to LA because at the time Josh was still living in LA and was just back here filming it.
Yeah, me too.
Josh and Seth Gass are mutual friends of ours, and it was a great. Honestly, it made the news. Like Josh, I think raised like $100,000 or something total for it. So it was the first real not professional, but indie film to come through. And
yeah,
You just watched a segment of the show Chasms of the Mind. To see the full episode, click the link below.